welcome to Yoga with Shauna, and specifically day one of my Spring Fling Yoga Series. I think spring is a fun time. I used to not like spring because it was messy and muddy and snow was melting, but now I've come to really love spring for its regrowth, right? I love fall, but spring I'm finding just that regrowth is so magical to me. So I decided that a Spring Fling Series would be wonderful for us to do together. For the next 14 days, every day we'll have a spring theme to the series. If you don't want to do 14 consecutive days, by all means, do whatever works for you. And we'll get ready to ease our way into summer. So with that in mind, let's bring ourselves down to the ground. And we're just going to start by catching a nice, relaxed breath. We're just gonna, if you want to soften your eyes, you can. Breathing in and out, nice and gently. Steadying yourself. And as you're breathing, today's theme is spring clean. So I like to start spring season off with a big spring clean in the house and in the yard. And I thought it was fitting to also do it in my mind and my body and my soul through yoga. Spring clean. If your eyes are closed, you can gently open them, bring them back to the room. So as you're going through today's sequence, thinking of cleaning yourself up for springtime. So that idea of shedding your winter, right? Getting rid of the dust and the creaks and the old stuff that we don't need anymore, and getting ourselves ready to be reborn into summer. So spring clean. I'm just going to get you to plant one hand onto the side, reach yourself right over, just opening up in the side body, making some space for you to grow and move in. And bringing the other hand this time to the side, reaching over the other direction. Bringing it back, bringing your hands into prayer at your heart center. Take a second now, as we've talked a little bit through this warm-up, if you want to set an intention, a spring cleaning self-intention. Good. Releasing that prayer position, we're going to bring ourselves up to standing on our mat. You can stay, if you're set up like I am, you can stay on your mat like this, or as always, do it as most comfortable in the space that you're practicing in. Rooting through your feet, getting comfy, cozy in those feet, sturdy, engaging the hands at your sides for mountain. For mountain, you're going to sink those hips back into chair, keeping that knee alignment not too far over those toes, right? Sinking back into the hips. And bringing your hands into prayer at your heart center, taking your right elbow, bringing it down for twisted chair. And releasing your twist back into chair pose, standing it up through into mountain. Taking your right leg, stepping it out forwards along that mat into warrior two. If you want to, you can look down that arm, or you can keep your face forward. If you need to adjust, if you want a slightly deeper warrior two, by all means. Extending your front leg, hinging forward from the hips, down to triangle. And releasing your triangle back into warrior two. Taking that back leg from your warrior two, stepping it over up to your mat. Bringing the arms up with an inhale, and then on an exhale, folding forwards. Standing forwards, fold. From your forwards fold, taking your left leg back to a nice big lunge. Watching the alignment of the knee and the heel. Planting your left hand onto the ground. You're going to twist over, reaching your right arm up to the ceiling for a twisted lunge. Releasing your twist, planting both hands on the ground. You can drop that knee down. You can scooch that front leg to meet your back leg. Transitioning through tabletop, tucking your toes under, shooting your hips right up to down dog. Taking a second in down dog, checking in with those legs, giving them a little walk if you want to. Back and forth, easing up any tension, cleaning it all up. Cleaning it all up in your body. And gently releasing that down dog back to tabletop, sinking back into child's pose. Releasing out of your child's pose, we're going to head all the way back up into mountain. We're going to repeat the same sequence with the other side of our body. So rooting those feet in to the ground for mountain. Finding nice sturdy roots in those feet. Few deep breaths, hands engaged by your side. Standing nice and tall with the core activated. And on your next exhale, you're going to sink those hips back into chair. Bringing your hands into prayer, your heart center. This time you're going to take your left elbow to your knees, bringing yourself into that twisted chair position. And turning out of that twist back into chair, transitioning through chair back into mountain. Deep breath. This time you're going to take your left leg, stepping it out along that mat, adjusting your feet if you want a deeper warrior two. Sinking into that front leg. Warrior two. Nice strong warriors. I always feel so empowered after I've done some spring cleaning. Like I've reclaimed my house and my yard. And that's what I think about in today's sequence. I'm reclaiming myself too for springtime. From your warrior, extending your front leg, hinging forward into that triangle pose. And activating in that core, bringing yourself right back up. Coming through your warrior two position. Nice deep breaths. And then we're going to take that back leg, bringing it to meet the front leg, the edge of our mat, rooting the feet, fanning the arms up, and then on an exhale, folding forwards. From your forward fold, taking your right leg back this time into a nice big lunge. Feeling a nice stretch to that back leg, keeping the foot rooted in the front, knee and heel aligned. Planting your right hand down on the ground, twisting up with the left for a twisted lunge. Bringing that hand down, untwisting your upper body, dropping your knee down to the ground, and then bringing that front leg back to meet your back leg into tabletop. Rooting your hands into the ground, tucking the toes right under, shooting your hips up to down dog. Breathing deeply into your down dog. Fresh spring air into your body, rejuvenating you as you clean everything up and get ready for the coming summer. Releasing your down dog back into tabletop and sinking yourself back into child's pose. Releasing out of your child's pose back into tabletop, and then just adjusting yourself onto the ground with the soles of your feet together. Finding a second to root your sit bones into the ground, sitting nice and tall. A few deep breaths here. And on your next exhale, a nice fold forward down those feet. Bringing yourself right up from that fold. Taking your right leg on the ground, bringing your left leg in front, sitting nice and tall, planting your hand on the ground, bring the right arm over for a nice gentle seated twist. Adding a bit of a head turn around as you go for more of a twist. Keeping the hand engaged, no floppy wrists. Nice, clean, outstretched hands, engaged fingers. Sitting nice and tall, like a beautiful, pristine lawn ornament that you put out with your spring cleaning. You have a little kitten lawn ornament. And releasing that twist, switching to the other side. Dropping the left leg down, bringing the right leg up. Left arm comes over and we twist. Again, keeping everything long and tall and engaged. Breathing deeply. And releasing that twist. You're going to bring yourself down on to the ground. So if you need to turn yourself a long ways down your mat, you can. And from there, you're just going to bring the knees up to a knee hug. Nice deep breaths as you settle into that laying position, right? We gotta kind of get those wintertime creaks out of our bodies, right? Just like we gotta get the wintertime dust out of our yards and our houses, sometimes we gotta get it out of our bodies too, so it takes a second to settle in. From that knee hug, just dropping your knees over to the right side for a gentle recline twist. And if you're doing this at home and you need a pillow or anything for support, always, always support yourself. Pillow, block, anything that's going to help alleviate extra strain on your body. And releasing that twist, bringing those knees back up into that knee hug. Giving yourself a second if you need to rock out a little bit. Just easing through that pelvis and tailbone area. And then on your next exhale, twisting over to the left. And releasing that twist, bringing those knees back into a knee hug. Just taking a second, give your feet a little roll around, in and out. And I don't know about you, but I get pretty happy for spring and summer. Being outside in the sunshine, planting my garden, flowers, the beach, all those fun things. So if there's any word that it makes me, it's happy. So of course we need to do a happy baby. So reaching for the inside soles of your feet, bringing those legs in, and just enjoying some happy baby time. Thinking about how you nicely spring cleaned your body and your soul in today's short little practice, and how happy you're going to feel as we go through this sequence and get ready for summertime. And from your happy baby, just a few more seconds, breathing, enjoying, feel movement in your body, just easing yourself down and out into Shavasana. As you settle in to your short Shavasana for today, I want you to reflect on how you can spring clean your mind. Maybe it's a new springtime mantra. Maybe it's just reminding yourself to breathe in the fresh air. Remembering how great it feels to spring clean your body through all of your yoga postures today in our short sequence to kick off Spring Fling. Settling into your breath. Relaxing into your Shavasana. chin back to the room. Bringing yourself all the way up into a nice seated position. Getting yourself seated nice and comfortably to end today's practice. Thank you so much for joining me for day 1 of our series called Spring Fling. I hope you join me again for episode 2 or sequence number 2, where we're going to root ourselves. So just like we plant seeds, we're going to root ourselves. More on that next time. Please bring your hands to your heart center to close today's practice. If you want to soften your eyes, you are welcome to. We're going to take 3 deep breaths in and out. Last bit of spring cleaning, fresh air in, and the old winter out. Last time, breathe in, and push the rest out. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Namaste.